the jab on a classic 1-2. There's the classic 1-2 again. He says his best punch is his left hook.
It has been a little bit wide. But you can see the force that Inoue...
To see how hurt he still is.
You see why he's called the monster. When a guy has fast hands, you can see he has an idea of what he wants to do in there.
Which is?
Small, you go, boy, he hits like a lightweight. And that's a compliment. A lot of time between now and then, though. And the other guy's coming down from 122 pounds. You know, the guy coming up.
Right, and part of the key to his ability to do that is balance and timing. He seems always to be in the right position on his feet, and he throws when he wants. He's quite aware that he's up against a guy who's regarded as a monstrous talent. He said, of course, exactly what he's supposed to say. That represents an amateur fight. So he has had one knockdown scored against him, although he says it wasn't because of a punch. The punch as it was traveling through the air to give it a little bit lift over the top and get it down to the face.
In there, and he's trying to also punch with Inoue.
There was one thing that won the first fight for Juan Francisco Estrada. It was having his feet flat on the canvas.
Tonight and his opponents previous to this night, he has an Ike Corte-like jab, very piston-like.
The jab, maximum impact.
His overwhelming offense anyway. Been saying such glowing things. This being his American TV debut, people want to see what they have.
But he's a pick-em type puncher, not necessarily a combination.
He'll respond to an opportunity. Spother asked for body shots. Haven't seen a body shot yet from Inoue in this round. He's back with a series of punches of his own.
Watch, Inoue tries to set his stuff up, and Nieves feints and feints, and he's a pick-em type puncher until he gets his guy hurt, and then he throws in combination.
I like that.
Use kind of classic technical defense. You think that'll be a problem?
He's never out of position. And that's the same thing you see with Inoue right now. He's always in position to punch, regardless.
Which are discouraging to Nieves.
You can happen
Toward the end of the last round, and you could see Nieves' confidence is back just a little bit. Left hand to the body, placement rather than power. Now combinations.
The way to punch and punching with him to land his own shot. Opportunistic, Jim, as you said.
This is just a brilliant round. And already we've seen one thing that some fighters wait a long time to learn. He has a reputation as a great jabber. He goes downstairs and comes back up and fires the left hook to the body.
Against the next level.
It remains to be seen. Inoue is only 24 years old, so his reflexes are...
Tries to punch with Inoue to get his shot in there first.
Is Inoue so easily landed combination after combination.
But listen, when you're getting hit with those kind of shots, like you just mentioned, so that's definitely an asset, regardless of what his opponent tries to do.
I think he bothered Nieves with that hard right hand, the looping right hand upstairs.
Well, it's not a good idea to punch with a guy unless he's punching wide, and at times...
Inoue is trying to pick up where he left off. He knows Nieves was hurt in that last round, and he knows father taught him well. He's fundamentally sound, and that power he has behind those ringside.
These guys are so small.
In his early to mid-30s. He'll have to make those adjustments and modify his style.
Inoue just standing in, looking, waiting, and he launches again.
When one guy is coming up from below the flyweight division, and this is where Inoue has had his way so far.
Warning clap in front of him. You can see that Harold Letterman, unofficially, he hasn't unfurled that one quite yet. Just missed with one.
Inoue throws with. The power is obvious.
Inoue has never been knocked down.
And it doesn't become worth it to extend yourself and try to implement that game plan when you're getting hit heavy with heavy shots to the head and the body.
So when Inoue doesn't want him to punch, he's trying to time him in between. Whenever there for the opponent.
He just did something you occasionally see Gennady Golovkin do. Saw the target and adjusted the...
We're talking a lot about the power of Inoue, but as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, it's the jab that's separating Inoue from the...
I think at the end of the day, if there was
Nieves is a responsible defensive fighter, and given those circumstances, the question here is, can Inoue impose his...
body? That's his game.
He's a pick pick-em type punches. He'll throw a jab, he'll throw a lead right hand, then he'll throw a 2 or 3 punch combination. He's steady.
The world has their eyes peeled right now on this fight because Inoue, those who have seen him straight back from punches sometimes, he uses athletic ability to avoid punches and doesn't always
Maximizing the power in his punches in the second half of the fight.
Yeah, he was always in position to punch all the right things. I just don't know if he can translate that physically.
Tries to deliver the body. Inoue did a great job of blocking it with his...
It's a heavy jab, meaning his weight comes out over his front foot when he throws it. Oh, and it's faint. Inoue wants to wait a little bit to punch sometimes. Punch in between when he's waiting. Or you wait for him.
Because obviously you can get caught with a clean shot. Good shot from Nieves.
Right hand by Nieves to the body, and he followed up, not surprisingly, has Naoya Inoue winning the first 2 rounds. His presence in the ring with one good hard counter left hand shot that landed on Inoue's face. He'll fire a right hand, even if it wasn't his plan to do so. Of course, underlines the fact that power is often set up by Nieves. Is aware of the jab, so a couple of times Inoue leads with the left hook.
Did you see her?
With authority.
Vicious left hand to the body from Inoue.
He's 115
Flexors are at their very height right now. That will be a problem down the stretch if he continues to fight.
Hand off the jab. Nieves trying to come back with some body shots.
Sometimes the game plan can go out the window quick. All of a sudden,
tremendous rematch in the main event. This is his American TV debut. Responsible fighter who's not really doing anything
experience from Inoue, only having 13 fights. Good right hand right there. It's just really, really tough. Do you go technical or do you appeal to his heart? Do you motivate him?
Pound him with power shots. Nieves trying to slip away to the side, slip away to the side. Over and over and over. The sledgehammer left to the body. 17-1-2. His first loss in the last fight was a decision with which he disagreed. Inoue, it seemed to me, took the first minute of this round off to allow Nieves to throw some punches.
Inoue still gets that jab through. Really amazing job he's doing. 3-0 Inoue.
Another left hook to the body. Another left hook to the body. Inoue trying to finish the fight.
He has wounded prey in front of him, so he's going to continue to throw that left hook to the body, and is talking as though his fighter has a chance, as though he's not taking a beating.
5. It looks like Nieves is trying to find somewhere to hide in the ring, and he can't. Thud. You can hear that all over the arena here at the StubHub as his banking career goes forward, and he said, I'm never going to give up my day job.
I think Inoue has to put Nieves away here in this round or next. Punch other than a hook to the body.
And there's another one. And there's another one.
His fighter will allow him to do. But I think he does, even though it's only the 4th round out of 12, he does need to
knockout right now.
The referee has to keep a close look on Nieves in a minute.
Maybe he can do that. But what
Last week, he was profiled in the Wall Street Journal.
Exactly. On the band and the body right now. He'll protect the head, but the body can't move. To the body, and it'll be wide open.
That's what he did. He threw the right to the body, and Nieves looked at him like, wait a minute, you're allowed to do that just anymore. We're just waiting for the final hook to the body to end things. I don't know what's...
And it's only going to get worse as this fight progresses. Big
right hand to the body.
From Inoue right.
What a vicious shot.
Hiding the fact that he wants to throw that left to the body. So Nieves has...
And yet it's coming out wrong because of what Inoue, their imagination, and really look devastating. Makes it worse.
It's a tough and unenviable position, like you just mentioned, to be in.
To the side, Inoue just keeps walking him down, gets him into position.
Keeping that right hand glued to his side right there. That's why you got to switch it up. I think that was by design. I don't know if Inoue was resting or if he was trying to lift the punishment from the previous
left hook to the body. It will win you more fights than any other weapon.
He's about to win what you did against Kovalev. When you saw that, you went right there, and here Inoue has him ready to go to the body. Yep, there it is.
First time down as a pro for Nieves. First time in the ring with a fighter like this.
Because what's impressive about Inoue is here he is against a competent...
Nieves has had enough.
It's a lopsided fight, but in the middle of this very energetic card where we saw a damaging thing to do. Like, why does he need to keep taking
authority to change anything? Another left hook to the body. Inoue listening to what Max Kellerman and Andre Ward
actually not in that position because when you're in the position that Nieves is in again, it's just
find it as Inoue continues to track him down, pin him against the ropes.
That's enough. I know he's not dazed in a way like he's, but why does he need to keep taking this
Boxing
punishment?
is big. It's a big part of my life, but I've got an opportunity to do something.
save him from himself.
Yeah, this corner said, hey, I'll stop it if it gets to. No, he's not. You need to stop it now. Do you need to see your guy unable to?
Accuracy. See that? I mean, Nieves has got his hands held up.
I mentioned that CompuBox has him throwing more jabs per round than any other top fighter in the sport.